Hi everyone, Nicholas Lee here and welcome to day 20 of the Duty to Sell challenge. By the way, if you're still with me at day 20 of this challenge, I can promise you you're already in the top 5% of people because I already know by now many people have given up. And that's one of the big reasons people don't achieve their goals. People don't get better at their skills. They just give up very quickly. And I know this even harder here is because there is so many things outside of their comfort zone I would have had people do. So if you're here with me, you're still pushing through, you're still learning, kudos to you. You will get to big places and I know I can help you get even further, and I can't wait to hear your results, to hear your feedback, and see how much more I can help you. Now, today, I want to share with you something very, very important. That is something that has stopped me from selling, from doing a lot of the sales and potentially closing way more deals than I should have had. And it's the word pushy. It's the word creepy. It's the word weird, I guess. Because when I went into the sales industry, I always thought people were pushy. I'm literally in Dubai and I went to all of the touristic places as you would expect. And I love seeing a great salesperson doing their thing, pushing some sales, closing the deals, and doing all of those great things, right? But before I learned and knew what I knew, I would feel always really weird that I would sound pushy when I'm speaking to someone, that I would sound that I'm pushing them to do something that is not beneficial to them. So today I'm going to cover two parts. One is the one you're seeing on the page, which is how to stop being pushy and how to close instead. But the other one I've just realized is how to understand that being pushy is not actually a bad thing. But there's a way to be pushy and there's a way not to be pushy. Let me start with this and let me explain what I mean by that. Now, being pushy is sometimes, and you let me know guys, two things, right? Maybe you have stopped yourself from closing a deal because you felt you were too pushy. Potentially or possibly you have been in situations where, people told you that you were pushy and then you gave up on it. Right? Or maybe you felt really weird that someone were pushing you really hard to close a deal. Now, here's the thing I want you to realize, guys. Being pushy is a bad thing if you're doing it for the wrong reason. Being pushy, being done from a place of love, from a place of adding value, from a place of leadership, is actually a great thing to do. And by the way, this is why we talk about the dragon's tongue. If you are being pushy from a leadership perspective, you're going to do it from a great place, and therefore the word pushy will not be used anymore, but the word leadership will be used. And this is why, if you're open to the next place, I'm going to share with you leading people to the sale is the key to not being pushy. Think about it. People that are being pushy are usually people that you go to the market. So I was at Dubai's desert safari, which was one of the best experience I had, right? And then we get to this from the city, we travel 50 minutes to this very place outside of the city where there's just desert and sand everywhere. And we are taken to this kind of, there's like hundreds of kind of quad bikes places, and we get to this place. We go into the shop, and straight away there's 3-4 salesmen straight in our faces, being like, okay guys, do you want this scarf? It's going to help you. It's going to stop the sand getting into your eyes. You could do it this cool way. Do you want the red? Do you want the blue? And it felt really pushy, because those guys were coming in straight in, trying to sell and make a sale. And the reason that pushiness feels creepy, feels weird, feels frustrating, is because they don't care about you. They only care about the sale. Okay? Now, being who I am, I understand where they're coming from. And I was able to take a step back and listen to what they were saying. But I could see there was a pushiness. And that guy, I did tell him he's a great salesman. Every time I would speak to him in the shop, and even later on at one of the show in the evening, every time I would speak to him, he was offering me some kind of new product, which was amazing. But what I've realized is, in the way he was speaking, in the tone he was speaking, even though he felt pushy because I guess he didn't understand or did not doesn't have the calibration as to where he's coming from and how hard he's coming into people, I could see that he really believed the product he was selling. Because when he sold me the scarf, I thought it was actually a cool scarf to buy for memories, but also, given that I was kind of thinking of doing the camel, the quad bike, being in the desert, of course I went and bought the thing because I'm a buyer, right? If you sell to me, I'm going to buy. But of course I got a deal as well. And then later he told me that he wasn't even meant to be selling the scarves, because what he sells are like small keychains where he would kind of draw your picture on it, engrave your picture on it. And I could see when he sold that one, he really believed that this was a great gift, a great product that he was doing. So his demeanor was different. And that's what I mean, where if you believe whatever you are selling, whether it's a product, whether it's a service, whether it's something else, an idea, if you believe this product, this service, this idea will improve the life, will improve the circumstances, will solve the problem of your audience, of your prospect, I do believe it is your duty to do whatever is possible to help them to buy. Now again, remember, dragon's tongue. I'm reframing the idea where I'm not forcing them to buy, I'm helping them to buy. And this is why, if you go back to from day 1 to day 19, we go through the different sections. Think about it. The reason people come to you thinking about buying something is because they have a problem. If they stay in their problem, things will not change. Their problem will stay. But like we talked about in day 14, I believe, or something like that, if they stay in the problem will not stay the same. It will eventually get worse and worse and worse. Whether it's, if they're not learning to lose weight, they might get even bigger, more overweight. They might lose their relationship with their wife. They might not be able to see their kids in the future, right? So the problem gets bigger. In the same way, if they do take action, if they do invest, if they do work with you, the problem is solved, and the impact, the value you bring to them will have an impact not just today, but tomorrow, in a week's time, in a year's time, in 5 years' time. Therefore, the value you bring to them is even bigger. So if you really believe that what you do brings massive value, it is your duty to not be pushy, but to lead them towards the purchase, because it will make a difference to them. Now, I do understand where you are right now. Maybe you don't know the process, the wording, the questions of how to lead someone to the sale. Do not worry about it. Let me sell to you the idea that if you don't know how to do this, do not worry, guys. You go to classroom, go to phase 2A. It's not ready yet, but by the time you go through it, I believe this will be ready. The Selling Without Script Challenge, you will enjoy this because it will show you how to not only lead people to the sale, but make them feel amazing to pay you really high amount of money, again, depending on where you are, right? But make them actually feel good about giving you money to improve their own life, to help them solve their problems. Okay? And I will go more deep. I will go deeper in that and help you, like I said, the way I teach, help you understand the principles, the concepts, so you can create your own stories, you can create your own questions, you can learn how to create your own objection handles eventually. Okay? But the key thing with selling is this. And I mentioned that before, I'm going to mention it again. I'm going to mention again and again the same things because hit from different angles, all of those ideas, concepts, beliefs, identity will make more sense to you. And I believe that. Okay? So I'm going to teach you something again, which I shared earlier. If someone is coming to you with a problem, what that presupposes is that they are clueless about their problem. They don't know how to solve the problem. That's why they are coming to you. What that also means is on the other side of the road, on the other side of the argument, you, with the solution, you are the problem solver, which means you are the expert. And as the expert, you need to be a leader so you can put your hand out and hold the person's hands, because that person who's having the problem doesn't have the solution. They are uncertain as to their future. Because if things keeps going worse, they don't know what's going to happen. But they also don't know whether working with you will solve the problem. So this is why the whole process that I'm going to share with you in Selling Without Scripts will be how to help them trust you. And this is why it's so important that you believe in what you offer and that you also make sure you're providing at least 10 times the value of the investment they are paying you. This is what I would strongly ask you to do. And by the way, if you don't know how to do this, I will create a training on that as well to help you create massive value so that anything they pay is going to be a drop in the bucket or it's going to be massively a no-brainer. But the key thing today is how to lead them to the sale. So you need to firstly, as an identity, as a person, as a belief, be a leader on the conversation, because again, they have the problem, so they don't know what they need to do. Let me give you another example, and I've shared that before, let me do it again. Think of it. Let's say you're someone that has access to investments, whether it's stocks, whether it's real estate. You know more about real estate than your prospect. Okay? Now, maybe the prospect is a successful person. Maybe they are a successful accountant, lawyer, like a cooking chef, right? And they've made a lot of money. That's why they've got money to invest with you. When they come on the call, even though they may have more money than you, would you agree that they are still ignorant about the opportunity the investment that you may have for them. Yeah? So from that basis, they are still ignorant. I like to call them, I guess, beta in this particular field. And in this particular field, you're the alpha. You're the leader. What is interesting, though, is that same person coming to you is the alpha in their field. As an accountant, as a lawyer, as a footballer, they are the alpha in their world. That's where they've made their money. But when they come to your world, you are the leader. You are the alpha. So you need to hold their hand so they trust you, so you can help them solve their problem. I hope that's making sense. If it doesn't, also come to the Q&As, ask me questions, because again, I am the alpha here, guys. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best, but hopefully I'm slightly ahead of you, and I can give you some new perspective, new principles, new concepts. I can sell you some new ideas that will hopefully improve your ability to sell, ability to influence, make more money, close more deals, help more people in your business and in your life. So that's it for today in terms of leading people to the sale, which will allow you not to be seen as being pushy. But to me, the most important teaching I want for today is for you to stop thinking of yourself as being pushy on a sale. Because if you see someone really struggling, let's come back to the, let's go to someone losing weight, right? If you see that person is overweight and they've been overweight for 3, 4, 5 years, their health is suffering, their relationships are suffering, maybe their career is suffering. As a leader, you have, again, right, the duty to sell to this person, or if you want, the duty to help this person buy your product, your services, so they can improve their life. From that perspective, right, the dragon's tongue, from that perspective, from that reframe of the same situation, you are not pushy. You are leading them towards a better future. Because here's something you may want to write down as a quote: people are bad at making decisions. And you as the leader, you need to help them make the right decisions. Otherwise, they're going to be stuck on the fence and they'll come back to you in 5 years' time. Things got worse. So by you being pushy, quote unquote, or by you being the right leader to help them make that transition, make that change, and paying you good amount of money for this, will save them more money over the next year, 2 years, 5 years. And those are the reframes I want to bring into your world. I want to bring into your mind. And I'm going to keep on telling them to you until it sticks, until it becomes a 2 + 2 in your head. By the way, if you've learned quite a bit from today's video, put that list in the aha moments. I think there's a few ahas, right? I might not remember them because to me those are normal now, but please write down those ahas, put them as wins as well, if that allows you to unlock some new levels in your sales abilities, in your ability to influence. I want to see them, I want to read them. Other people in the group might also benefit from them, and you will benefit from others' ahas and wins. Okay? And like I said, this is why doing the dragon's tongue is so powerful as well. Go and work on this. Go and work on this, guys. Because with the dragon's tongue as being part of a skill I have, I can turn the word pushy into a powerful word. Think about it. The word pushy most likely is stopping you from being the best that you can for your prospect and help them buy. The word leadership is what would pull you to the next level of your selling ability to get more deals across the line and to help a lot more people to change and to solve their problems. Hopefully that was powerful Alright, so next step, we're going to go and complete the tracker again and again. I'm going to sell you the idea. You need to fill out those trackers, guys. The more you can fill it, the more you're going to build this habit, the stronger you're going to get going forward. And like I said, posting in the community, filling the comments, doing the ahas, the wins, the help is what will get everyone wins all day long. So let's get going now. Let me pause. I'm going to do what I do and then we'll come back. Okay, so as you can see, we're on day 20 now, and this post is here for the community post. The usual, you're going to copy all of this. Okay, we're going to put down here, we're going to post. Okay, then make sure you change the name here. And as you know me now, I'm going to keep on showing you again and again, drilling it into your mind until that becomes something that you know of. And I would wish that this is something you teach to your children, to your friends and family, because I believe this is one thing that the school system should have taught us when we were growing up. Okay, I've given my good things here. I'm going to add some ahas. Let me pause and write a few here for you. Okay, I mean, even for me here, as you can see, I put my 5 good things. I've actually found 5 ahas, and I think there's at least 10 today. So hopefully you've been listing them, you've made them notes. Go back to the training if you want to remember yourself the ahas, because I think many people will learn a lot from this particular training. I'm actually very excited about this training in particular, even though every training I've been doing, I found them even better. Hopefully you got some wins from this, so write them down. And again, I'm going to keep reminding you, and here you see it even more powerfully in this training video. The Dragon's Tongue exercise is so important to allow you to change your thought patterns, your way of thinking about things that are holding you back, limiting you, your beliefs, stopping you from achieving more than you could in your life. So that's a powerful exercise to do. Keep on working on them. Your Dragon's Vault, as usual, like I said, do them once a week, once a month, no problem. Dragon's Hoard, do them as soon as you get new wins in sales, so people can see it, so I can see it, and we can all celebrate together. Okay, cool. Now let's put those in. So we're doing 20, we're doing the Dragon's Tongue, we're doing the community win and post. Okay, we're gonna then screenshot this. Okay, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna do the link. Boom, boom. I'm gonna find the link here. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to comment on this. Okay, now once that's done, you find the 3 dots, find the link, and you're going to put them here. Okay, as a reminder, guys, there is a £250 reward for anyone that completes this, right? Every month I will look at who's completed all of this, and you can enter the competition once a month. You will get a full refund on your training or on your month membership. Right now it's actually for free for the first 50 members. After that, there will be a paid membership, and you will get a full refund if you complete the 30 days in full. Then at the end of the month, I will go and look at everyone who's completed their whole 30 days and the one with the most points. And please, you do not lie, do not cheat. There's no point, right? You're going to make more money than the 250. This is more like a reward, like a satisfaction reward. But the ones with the most points are going to win. Okay? So let's have some competition. Let's keep everyone accountable. But I can promise you, you're going to win a lot more. You're going to win 10 times, 100 times more from doing the work. Okay? So let's have this. And let me now post this. Get done. Now the next step, the usual guys, we're going to go back to the community. We're going to now copy and paste the dragon's eye. And as usual, I'm going to remind you again, the importance of the dragon's eye is that you can then help other people to see your positives. You can read other people's positives. Then we're going to have the ahas. Oh, today there was a lot of ahas, so hopefully you can find loads of ahas for yourself. But as you keep on reading other people's ahas, I'm sure some of them would click differently for you. And then we're going to have the wins. And hopefully by now we can also start to see some good wins with sales numbers, with more conversion, all of those cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to reading all of this. Cool, so that's it from me, guys, and I'll speak to you later.